Hey, welcome back. This is Jenny with Planner Perfect. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you my journaling for October and also my planner for October. I'm going to do a little duo flip through of my October. Stay tuned. We're back. We are going to look inside my October planner and journal. So let's do a quick flip through. It's always fun to be able, these books are truly memories. They are something to be cherished, and they hold all of your dreams and your goals and all of your intentions. Realize that when you set these intentions, you'll just be inspired all of the time to flow in your day. Those intentions, and then keeping your thoughts on what's wanted, watching your thoughts so that you don't contradict them. Like, hey, I'm gonna have a really great day. And then you get a thought and you dwell on it that's dooming. You wanna make sure that you guard those thoughts and you keep them going in the same direction that your plans and your goals are. And that way everything comes to fruition, because we are what we think about. And the things that we think about the most and our most dominant thoughts is what transpires into our lives. It literally becomes a reality. So let's go dive in and see how October was. It was so amazing. Okay, first off. So let's just get right in. This is what I'm in right now. I've got my November, my whole fall set up in here. So I've got October and my October journal, which we're going to be looking through. And then I've got my November and then my November journal. And we're going to take a look through this here too in another video. So stay tuned for that. So let's just kind of go through and look at some of these pages for October. We had Halloween was one of the most fun. It's always fun. I was able to get all my babies here, so all 8, and then their spouses, friends, and yeah, it was just, and my grandbabies. Okay, so whoa, it was fun. I planned stuff that was fun. We went to the orchard. I painted some things in here that I wanted to do. My Halloween goals completely came to pass in all that we wanted to do. My YouTube videos that I wanted to accomplish and do, some of the goals for what I wanted to cook and bake. All so fun. So I'm just gonna slowly go through some of my pages. I always like to put a spider everywhere all October. It's always from the time I wake up until the time I go to bed. It's just all with detail, because the details is the secret. Because with all of those details of how you want to accomplish your goal and how you want to feel when doing them, and you get such a, just an impression by the subconscious mind, because you're putting so much feeling in those details. Some pages might have gone blank. Just happens sometimes. Totally into the pumpkin spice cold brew. Sometimes when I have the grandbabies, I'll get a couple blank pages, and those ones I actually kind of regret, because I need to keep going as though they're my own, and just do what I do when I have just my other kids. And so that's my plan going forward with those grandbabies, because I get them full time during the week, and so most days. And And that was my October. I actually have my month in review. I'm going to be filling this out too. I like to, sometimes you can just give it a little bit, and it's been a week, so it's time. I'm going to get in here, and only what I like to do with my month in review is definitely to be scripting all of the things and the highlights and things that were positive, and anything that might have been perceived as not going right. I even revise it into what I wish would have been. So, and that always is really good for the mind, changing thought patterns from the past so that your mind is conditioned to be focused on what is wanted. I also extract lessons from anything that didn't go well. There's always a lesson. There's always a lesson in perceived problems. So I like to write those down if any of those things did pop up. I will do another video on just the month in review to give you guys an idea of what that may look like. So stay tuned for that. And then here is my journal. It was a fun, beautiful month. I really, the theme of the month was fall in love with your life. Put a quote there. I like to use just some scrap paper and fill up some of these pages that way too. That's cute. Delight yourself in the Lord and he will give you the desires of your heart. Fitting, since this is a book where we're harnessing our desires. Here's just some scrap paper I put down. I thought it's just so pretty to look at. I like to write down my desires over here. And these are also scripted in detail of my desires. And then what I do is I go over them every day. And then I paint. More scrap paper, fall in love with your life. That was the theme. God is within her. She will not fall or fail. What I like to do too, I also did daily entries. This really can be used in where you're at in your journey. I like to do daily entries of how grateful I am, things that I'm claiming. I'll rewrite my desires. I'll claim them. Start the day off on the right foot. Affirmations. I was heavy on affirmations of scripture. I really wanted to keep in my heart. And so these kind of things, I really made sure that I put a lot of quotes in, things that I wanted to impress my mind with, because you want to reprogram that mind to be on what's wanted. I will make a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert. I painted her in one of our journaling classes in Planner Perfect fans. And this paper is so great for, here's a revision example. So to be able to, if something, let's see, what was this from? This is just certain things from your past. You can go back and just revise it. And that way it's got a positive twist on that memory. So, and I also like to go over a revision, because then now you've got a memory that you can look back on and it doesn't look, you know how you get these memory flashbacks? Well, tell your mind that it turned out actually really good. And then that will even just change conditions now. We can talk about that some other time if you want to do that. But the way the mind works, it really, really makes a huge difference. So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. These are all things that I would just quote and say daily. Wrote my desires out again. This is in the center. It's just kind of a vision journal of all things that were kind of lighthearted that I was wanting to pursue, and goals I wanted to do, and fun things in the house. Whereas the ones in the beginning were more heavy and deep and very personal. The Lord will fight for you. You need only be still. There's another daily entry. And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him. No weapon forged against you will prevail. I mean, how good are these to keep in your heart? Whatever you ask for in prayer, believe that you've received it and it will be yours. You want to claim it and visualize and script the end, what it looks like for you, how you'd feel, be, and do. What would you be doing if you had it? That's where you keep your focus. And I also just like different quotes. I like this one. Ask and it will be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and the door will be opened. There's another revision. You can, daily revisions, or you're just on top of it. You know, like let's say you had an argument and you really wished you didn't, you know, that could have had a different outcome. You can revise, and then that way that can formulate some positive change in your life. Love that. This is when water spilled. Kind of a bummer, but what are you going to do? It's all part of it. Yeah, water spilled on it. There you have it, you guys. This is my October flip-throughs of a beautiful life. My heart is in here. My intentions are in here. Thanks for watching.